place, Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I used to go there from 1997 till 1998. When I was 12 in 1998, I stopped going there. It was fun while it lasted, but yeah. By the way, I found out that where the location of Pizza Time Theater was. I then went up to it and saw that the Pizza Time Theater letters were stripped off the building and just the Chucky picture was still there. I then found a key on the doormat. I then picked it up as I then began to see it. I unlocked the door and it surprisingly popped right out open. I then found out that none other than the picture frames were open. And I saw that Chuck E. Cheese, Pasquale, Helen Henny, Mr. Munch, etc., were out. Then, surprisingly, which terrified me, Krusty burst through and began saying, "Hello, hello!" I then began to see that none other than Chucky's voice could be heard while Chucky's lips were not moving, and he wasn't moving at all. Until I then began to realize that Jasper T. Jowls had just popped out and said, "Krusty, you know the place has been abandoned, right?" That terrified me. Jasper would never say that in one of his shows. I then began to see Krusty looking down at me, and then Chucky then began to say his lines. "All right, we get it. You came in here because the place was abandoned. That's the fun, right?" Everyone was staring down at me. Dolly Dimples, I saw her. Her curtains flew open while the king turned around. I then saw that they then began to walk creepily towards them. I found one of the expired pizzas there, which really terrified me. None other than when did I need to escape, but they all began to sing Chuck E. Cheese. And then I tried to open the door, but I couldn't. I then looked over to my right. I saw that none other than the costume character Chuck began walking up to me. He raised up his hand, holding a butcher knife with blood still on it. With a face of anger, he then swung the knife down. As it turns out, the door opened and I fell down on my back. I then ran away as the Chuck E. Cheese. As the Chuck E. Cheese began to scream, yelling at me to come back. Late at night, I called the police. I was taken to the scene where the Chuck E. costume guy came out and then he was shot to death. He dropped the knife, and then I could then see that the animatronics picture frames were closed, and that's when I realized that the police opened them. The animatronics were gone. I then saw none other than all the animatronics except for Krusty running out of the place, as if they were finally freed. But later on, I saw that they got shot down. I then began to see that Krusty's destroyed remains were on the floor because apparently one of the officers stomped on his face. He then looked at me with an angry expression while getting up. He then started to chase at me, and then, surprisingly, Pasquale, Jasper T. Giles, and Helen Henny's mascot characters, mascot suits, then he ran out. Luckily, the officer shot those guys down too, and Krusty, begging me to save him with his legs not there anymore, I stomped on his face, saying that son of a bitch to hell. As of right now, I've seen that the place where Krusty is now missing. I'm ready. I'm ready with shotgun in hand, ready to blow that son of a bitch back to hell.